It is really difficult. So the first thing we have to remember is that the modern workplace was really built in the 1950s, right? So it was built based on the assumption that only one person in a household was going out to work. And in many ways, we've just never really broken the shackles off that mentality, right? So that's the first thing. Law then is, I think, very special. Interestingly, we're doing a project at the moment, which is really trying to understand what flexible working means. And so we're talking to people who work flexibly, understanding why, how they work, whether it works, what helps, what doesn't help, etc. And bizarrely, one of the things that we have found is that people say 3 days doesn't quite work. It really depends on what level you are, but generally speaking, the more senior you get, the harder it is to work 3. 4 seems to work, but 3 you really struggle. And some of it is due or perceived to be due to clients and client relationships and how those are managed. I think it's also, in my view, because obviously I've worked in financial services where flexible working is just something that's been done for about the last decade. Even in highly complex roles, in very, very senior roles, there's part-time working, and you'll know this, there's part-time working, there's job sharing, there's compressed hours, etc. For some reason in law, and it's around, you need that particular kind of expertise, the resourcing model, which is not something that we've talked about. The resourcing model within law actually, in some ways, will probably penalize you for part-time working because you might need to get another resource that will cost you and eat into your profits. So I do think that's something we haven't touched on, but chargeable hours, law is based on inputs. Everything is measured on inputs. It's not measured on outcomes and outputs, which means that the way that you then price, and the way that you look at profitability, resourcing matters. So, why would you get 2 people to do job share when actually you get 1 person and be more profitable in that piece of work? So, yeah, so I think it's really challenging. I don't know if you have anything else to add, Andrew.